आप देख रहे हैं बीजापुर इन्फो। मैं आपके साथ जाफर कलादगी।
पिछले कई सालों से बीजापुर में वनीकरण यानी पौधे लगाकर प्लांटेशन के जरिए जिले को ग्रीन डिस्ट्रिक्ट बनाने के मकसद से पूर्व मंत्री और मौजूदा एमएलए डॉक्टर एमबी पाटिल द्वारा वृक्षोत्थान नाम से एक अभियान चलाया जा रहा है, जिसमें अब तक जिले भर में 92 लाख सैपलिंग्स लगाए जा चुके हैं। इसी संदर्भ में कल शहर के बीएलडीई इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में एक वेबिनार का आयोजन किया गया, जहां इस अभियान से क्लाइमेट पे होने वाले पॉजिटिव चेंजेस और आने वाले दिनों में वृक्षोत्थान में सुधार करते हुए किस तरह से आगे बढ़ा जाए, इस पर सविस्तार चर्चा हुई। इस वेबिनार की अध्यक्षता खुद एमएलए एमबी पाटिल ने की, जिसमें एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट और फिल्म जगत से ताल्लुक़ रखने वाले सुरेश हबलीकर, रिटायर्ड आईएफएस केएन मूर्ति समेत देश भर के अनेक जाने माने एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट्स, एनिमल एक्टिविस्ट्स और अन्य एक्सपर्ट्स जुड़े। मुर्गेश पट्टन शेट्टी ने अभियान पर विस्तार से रोशनी डाली।
405 hectares and here near 202.15 hectares and roadside plantation 117 hectares after Koti Vriksha Abhiyana 432.98 kilometers. That is how the plantation, the phenomenal growth we can see that in the last 5 years when the Koti Vriksha Abhiyana initiated by Dr. M.V. Patil, during that time sir was district in charge minister as well as water resource minister of government of Karnataka. And even when we look at the plantation, not only plantation, we can look at the plant distribution rate also. When I look at that, it is almost all more than 100%, where people, the saplings to all nature lovers and environment lovers and those who wanted to plant in Florida, it is 17.701. That is kind of a phenomenal growth what we can see that in distribution of not only plantation but even distribution of sapling. Now this is not just one. I can take even, there is one more division which is known as social forest division. If I go on reading all the information, it will be taking a lot of time. You can see that phenomenal changes and the growth and the increase in plant distribution also. And I would like to kind of bring to you all kind of information that during the everybody's ministry period as the water resource minister of Karnataka, sir has given us an opportunity or requested even KVN Forest Division to raise saplings what the farmers are wanted. So by requesting that, when we can see that near about 10 lakh saplings every year, 115 species to 180 species, different species. It may be a forest species, it may be fruit bearing, right, and it may be roadside plantation. All the species of sapling were grown in the KVN 10 lakh alone was contributed by KVN Forest Division. But one thing what I would like to bring you all the information here. When we started in the year 2016, we were unable to get the plants during the first year. But second year onwards, the kind of support which is given us to this Koti Vriksha by all these three forest divisions, really a kind of a Herculean task which they have supported us, and they have made this, the project very successful. So I should mention here, even not only the forest divisions, lot of NGOs came into existence who have supported, like I would like to take some of the NGOs like Hasiru Torana, Hasiru Sampada, Nanna Gida Nanna Bhumi, the Society for Protecting Plant and Animals. They all have came together, irrespective of political parties. People have supported this event, and with this I conclude the comparison statement of the 10 years before Koti Vriksha Abhiyana and after Koti Vriksha Abhiyana. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak on this platform. Thank you very much.
Bharatiya Jala Nigama and the Almaty nursery, where there are about 4 big nurseries which grow about 25 lakh in saplings in each nursery, and they are being given to the farmers. So this is a remarkable initiative, but it needs to be replicated. It needs to be strengthened, because they have the Bijapur has a very less forest, just about even less than 1% of the forest Bijapur has. And in such an area, when this initiative has been taken place, it must do very well because the forests play an important role in environment. We have not created forests. We did not create oceans. We could not create rivers. We could not create soil nor water. All these have been created by the universe. This such a wonderful nature which has been given to us, and so our economy, our social, cultural life, which depends on the elements of environment, I mean these components of environment, we have just neglected them because we didn't make them. We don't know how the process of making a forest, how the process of forming the soil, which has taken, they say, 100 crore years for 6 meters of the top soil to be created on this earth, which we are all here because of the environment. We wouldn't have been there. Plants wouldn't have been there. Animals wouldn't have been there if the soil was not there, water was not there, air was not there. Considering these things, we should have given topmost importance to the environment. Today, the world is facing, and because of this the COVID-19, which has made everyone in the world, aware of the beauty of the environment. We in Bangalore started saying that, oh, our Vrishabhavati river is flowing very nice today. We have been able to see the trees and the birds. There is no soil in Bangalore. I have been here for the last 4 decades. There was enough soil. There were enough lakes. But all of them, because of too much of development, too much of economic and industrialization, urbanization, we lost a lot of our magnanimous element, these environmental components. There are so many lakes which made Bangalore the most beautiful city, the air-conditioned city, because the lakes create this kind of an atmosphere for Bangalore. So we should understand how the Western Ghats, which I want to come now. Western Ghats are the most important, forests of the world. The United Nations Heritage gave it about 10 or 12 years ago, the heritage point, because these environmental forests, the Western Ghat forests, which have about 65 major rivers, and these rivers have set up the hydro, electricity producing stations. They irrigate millions of acres of land. Like, let's say the Western Ghats of the North Karnataka, where we have 4 rivers, Malaprabha, Ghataprabha, Mahadayi, Kali, and these take place in the same region where we have the most important forests of the entire forests of the South Indian Western Ghat forest. So here, Bijapur is just next to Belgaum, after Belgaum, Bagalkot and Bijapur. So Bijapur needs to be strengthened, because between Bijapur and Maharashtra, when the Krishna river comes and fills the river here, the same river has been made by Mr. M.B. Patil to fill hundreds of lakes, more than 240 lakes. Now the Bhutnal lake, which has been able to be harnessed by people to grow about 65,000 plants there in this Bhutnal lake forest opposite, and about 18 acres of another botanical garden, just like our Lal Bagh, is also being created there. It's a remarkable thing, because people, when they look at environment, they feel very happy. We have biodiversity, we have wonderful soil, we bring down the temperature, we create a lot of moisture in the soil. So there is an undergrowth, and then there are bees and the birds which help the pollination, which helps the agriculture, which helps animal husbandry, which helps horticulture. So these are the various things which environment helps. Environment actually supports our economy, supports our culture, supports our socio-economic life of the whole world. How can we build without these minerals, without soil, without water, without electricity, without timber? How can we build a world? So forests play a very important role. And now Mr. Patil, which has, I think he will speak about the details of how he started it, how about 92 lakh trees have been planted there by using the students, the NCCs, other NGOs, the forest department, because he is interested, he is committed. That's why he was able to bring these various people, various organizations, various agencies to invest their energy, invest their time in creating this kind of a forest. I'm sure this will have to be replicated. People will have to look at them. And I'm sure that, see, there is Mr. Udupudi, who is also I know very well. And he is contributed immensely. He told me that only the native plants have been chosen. So there are fruiting trees, there are flowering trees, which help the biodiversity, and it will eventually, it will improve the environment, it will improve the soil, it will improve agriculture, it will make people to get jobs there so that they don't have to migrate to the big cities. Just like what we saw recently, the migrant workers, such things should not happen in the country, and these forests have to be grown, and the forest, Bijapur will be a different place. Bijapur has a wonderful historical city. It needs to be strengthened, it needs to be improved, it needs to be enhanced with its economic and social capacities. I'm sure this forest which Mr. M.B. Patil has started, his son is also who studied in USA, is a wonderful man. I spoke to him and he said he wanted different kinds of people to come and join the webinar. I'm sure there are lots of people who have been invited to participate in this seminar. It will be a successful thing. Thank you very much.
We have with us now Dr. M.B. Patil, sir, MLA and former Minister for Water Resources, and he is the main mastermind behind Koti Vriksha Abhiyana. He's also involved in water conservation, tank filling projects, step wells, and afforestation, and Bijapura is what it is because of him today. He's been appreciated throughout the country, and I want to welcome him to the show. Namaskara, sir. First of all, congratulations. And I want to know, how did you come up with this? What made you come up with a plan like this? Koti Vriksha Abhiyana.
I was the district minister in charge when I was the Water Resources Minister from 2013 to 2018. So while a review meeting of the district officials and various departments, when I asked the forest department what is the forest coverage in our district, the officer said it is 0.17. I said, what is the state average then? National average. It says 25 to 30%. So I said, you might be doing a mistake. It might be 17%, not 0.17%. I was astonished. I was shocked. No, sir, I'm telling it confirmed. It is 0.17. Then I thought it's a responsibility of mine as a district in charge minister also and a citizen of Bijapur. Because Bijapur historically, as Suresh Hablikar ji, my senior friend, he mentioned, it's a drought-prone area. During even British regime, Jaisalmer in Rajasthan and Bijapur, whatever, in Karnataka are the most drought-prone districts in the entire country. It's been documented by the British people over there. That's why we find an anti-famine, Wilson Anti-Famine Center here in Bijapur. So then we started, how should we try to increase the forest cover? So that's where we started this Vriksha Abhiyana Trust. And we knew it is not only, it has to be mainly the district administration, the forest departments together, we should make it. So we have Koti Vriksha Abhiyana Trust is just a helping hand to the district administration and forest department. The actual credit goes to the district administration, all the 3 forest divisions there, and as I was the water resources minister, I had everything under my command to help the commission over there. So when we started, as Murugesh Patan Shetty told you, in 2016, as it was a drought year, there was not enough saplings over there. So we could not get much saplings in the nurseries that year. So under our Almaty KB General Division, I saw to it at least out of the 1 crore, half of the things, another 50 lakh saplings has to be developed in the nursery over there. So they went to Andhra Pradesh, they studied various, this one over there in Andhra Pradesh and all. So Kabi General in the last 4 years now, every year they have been bringing up nearly about 10 lakh saplings over there, beautiful saplings, nearly about 140 to 150 varieties. Then I had a meeting with all the stakeholders, not only government, the NGOs. We planted the trees, the saplings over there in the school buildings, hospitals, cemeteries, wherever it is we found a land and we started doing it. And initially, it was a little difficult. The next year, I could understand the farmers. We went on improving year by year, because farmer, Suresh Abdikar sir has to take notice, and we all have to take notice. He doesn't grow a tree. The reason behind is when when you grow a tree, because of the shade under the tree, you won't get crop to be cultivated. That's the reason they are hesitant. And in the second year, we modified. We asked the farmer. We did not give whatever we wanted to give to the farmer, the saplings. We asked him what he wants. If someone wants mango, someone wants neem, any fruit variety, we started giving him the whatever sapling he requires. That made a great change. Then the farmer started taking initiative. There's a queue. Even in the COVID time, you could see they are all in a disciplined line taking this one. The KB General Forest, they document the entire sapling which is given. And one thing, most important thing is, just we plant it or you give a sapling to some farmer, that it doesn't end up there. We are monitoring. So you see that whether the sapling has been planted, whether it is growing, that has been done by Murugesh Patan Shetty and the Forest Division, the district administration. So the success rate is almost 90% and above. And we go on replacing the saplings which have gone bad. So with this and the water, I was a water resource minister, as rightly said by Suresh Abdikar ji. We started the scheme of filling up of lakes. Bijapur is a drought area. Today, the water table has increased. Enough water in our open wells, bore wells. Even the failed bore wells have been successful now. So with all of us, this is not one man's this one. It's a collective this one of the district administration, forest division, people, institutions, NGOs. Everybody have contributed, and we started a Vukshathon also, a marathon. Marathon in Bijapur means the tree city. Everybody used to wonder what a marathon we can have there. So Vukshathon is a marathon. Actor Yash is the brand ambassador for that. So the Vukshathon made awareness to the people, even the school children, all the institutions. Now there's a lot of awareness in Bijapur district. I'm happy about it, and I give all the credit to district administration, forest division, NGOs, and the team. I was just instrumental. I had all the things under my command. I could be a supporting role.
In a time like this, during a pandemic, what part do trees and afforestation play, and why is it important now?
See, forests, as you all know, they play a very important role in the habitats of biodiversity. So we have losing in the last 50 years particularly. We have lost nearly about 1 million of species, and the wildlife has come down to 50%. Canada has been increasing 4 times, nearly about 60% there has been an increase. So the requirement now, because we have all experts over here who can give a lot of insight, we should give more importance to the biodiversity, because tomorrow otherwise we will face a lot of problems with the food supplies. Millions of people will suffer with the food supplies, which will be contaminated with the pest and all other things, So afforestation and reforestation, which plays a major role, like Europe, we should start. And this pandemic, Corona, has also taught us a big lesson. So now everybody is thinking about nature. So those who are not thinking, and Bangalore, one time it was a garden city. Today we see Bangalore is a concrete jungle. When I've been brought up in Bangalore, those times Bangalore used to be called garden city, but we don't see now. No more it is a garden city; it's become a concrete jungle. So somewhere, all small things, not to do big things, all small things. There are people who are doing small in a small way. If one person plants one tree, he'll add up to the effect what you see in the climate change now. Getting very worsened in the entire world. We have to, one is not only biodiversity, we have to see the temperature now the world is facing, the Mother Earth is facing, has to be brought down. Has to be brought down from Alaska to Bijapur. Everybody wants, he thinks that there will be someone else who will come and change the world. We do not want to be part. We do not want to change. We all say someone else will come to change the world. So, and the damage what has happened for the last 200 years is very, very bad. And our elders have given us a beautiful world, planet to live in. We have to give it to the future generation in a livable, in a beautiful place to stay. We should have to proceed in a way like that.
So, sir, soon you'll be completing planting of 1 crore plants. Soon you finished, I think, 92 lakhs.
Yes,
now, what is the way forward at Bijapura?
So now, 2 days back only, my deputy collector, myself, we decided on a Mamdapur historical lake, Fadil Shahi, we have around 1600 acres of land, 600 hectares of land. So we are now trying to develop that land. And like filling of the lakes, now on the same network, what we have, the canals and our headworks and all this, we have nearly about 200 streams, hala, what you call. 200 streams, there we are connecting those with an outlet, and during floods, we are going to leave water to all these streams, and every 500 meter you are going to have a check dam of 1 meter, so that water will percolate inside. So along the streams, along the 200 streams, whatever, there the next phase of this one, the part 2 of the Vriksha Abhiyan will start there. And we have now we have learnt a lot of things from this, and we are confident. The confidence level has also been very high. So now together again, I say together again, I think it's not the next Vriksha Abhiyan phase 2. At least will a minimum will double it to 2 crores or maybe 3 crores along the streams mainly, and of course the lakes which have been filled up around the lakes also.
This person is Mr. K.N. Murthy. K.N. Murthy is a retired IFS officer with an illustrious career in the forest department, and he is the principal chief conservator of forests and MD of Karnataka State Forest Industries. He's completed his fellowship program from IIM and is now a part of adaptation to climate change in rural area, evidence from Chitradurga district in Karnataka state. Sir, we would like to have your remarks on this program, sir.
Thank you very much for the nice introduction. I have 3-4 suggestions to give to the organizers of this program and also for greening up this Bijapur district. Historically, if you see, this district had wonderful forest. The officers in that district must go to the district gazetteer and figure it out that they are very good for us, and probably, I'm sure at some point of time in history, they had lions also. I wonder if they could discover it again. Now, what happened is, over the years, the Maratha railways, the British guys, everybody has completely destroyed the district, and they brought this district to this level. Now, it is possible to restore some amount of greenery in this district. But the thing is, the district has got only one reserve forest. And it's a bundle of paradoxes, actually. The largest number of sawmills in the state. I retired 2 years before. So the statistics I have is largest number of sawmills in a district which has one reserve forest And that one reserve forest is some 1,750 hectares. And using that, we can hardly do anything. It has been planted up any number of times, and there is some little vegetation there. It's a good initiative that the district administrator has taken, but I have some suggestions. My simple suggestion is, whatever seeds are available in the district, find a way of segregating good seed and bad seed, and give them a nice good coating, and give the farmers the seeds in big packets. Now, for a farmer to come to your nursery, carry some 100 seedlings, plant them in a field, make sure that they survive, this is very challenging. Instead, please shift to seed sowing, give seeds like the agriculture department supplies seeds. Let the forest department also supply seeds, treated, graded, high quality certified seeds, and let the farmers sow it. Farmers in Bijapur are very, very committed. You look at their horticultural progress, they can make forest progress also beat up anybody in the state. I know for sure their horticultural skills, they've been exporting so many things, they have done miracles. They can do miracles in forestry also. All my humble appeal is that don't rely on the seedlings, shift to seed, let us have an agency which supplies seed, and let us encourage farmers through incentive.
This is a wonderful land which not to be found anywhere in the country, the ecotone belt. And we have to understand how these, Deccan Plateau is very important. It's a grassland, and people think, oh, it's a grassland, it's a wasteland. We have lost 5.6 million hectares of grasslands. Grasslands are a carbon sink. They are wonderful sources of water and basis of evolution of environment and development, and also great sources for the farmers and the shepherds. Where will they go? Where will they take their cattle for grazing if we cut these and if we treat them as wasteland? So we have to develop this, and looking at the soil, looking at moisture, looking at temperature, looking at the nutrients of the soil, we have to find out where what kind of species will come.
Dignitaries and the media people over here, everybody, right from Suresh Ablikar to Udpudi to all my media friends, everybody. A lot of things have been, we got a lot of information, a lot of suggestions and all this. We'll take up all these suggestions very seriously, and we'll try to implement each of one. At the same time, some clarification also I want to, give you here is, we are giving saplings to the farmer. It has been documented, and we monitor that what the farmer is growing and all this. Second thing, we are, as a lot of people recommended, that farmer should be benefited, economically benefited. In the second year itself, first year, there was an error. Second year onwards, as rightly told by Urpudi ji, we have been giving what the farmer wants, what sapling he wants, which tree he wants to develop, if he wants mango, tamarind, neem, whichever he wants. Then only he'll go. Otherwise, he'll not go because of the shade and he will lose up that area for cultivation. We understood that. We have gone very minute. We have made mistakes. We have corrected ourselves and all these things. Water is enough now in Bijapur. And as regarding seeds, it was mentioned, okay, we'll take up the seeds and everything. But at the same time, now I should congratulate the forest department. We have 5 nurseries now. See, we do not have any problem as regarding the saplings is concerned. Enough saplings are being grown. Whatever we require every year, 25 lakhs, more than 25 lakhs of saplings are available in 5 nurseries. And each of the forestry division, whether it's the taluka, this one, private, everybody has been involved, and that this one has been taken care of. So we'll take all this advice, and one more, this one, they will be deprived of the grazing land. So utmost care has been taken to address all the issues, and the forest department, everybody's advice has been taken very seriously, and today we have got a lot of suggestions and a lot of this one. We will definitely implement all these suggestions, and the next phase 2 of Vriksha Abhiyan, this one, we will do a much better than these 5 years where we have achieved. I like to thank Suresh Ablikar ji, K.N. Murthy ji, Dr. Abdul Qayyum ji, Deepak Sharma ji, Mrs. Deepika Bajpai ji, Adarsh NC, then Periswamy ji, then Dheeraj Pandey, Raghavendra Kulkarni ji, Parveen Diswan, Sunil and the media friends, DP Satish, Nagarjun, and our friend Raju Vijaypur, then Manu Ayappa, and all of us, this one, and of course Udpudi ji has been our own man. He was there in instrumental to develop the K-Regional Almaty Dam gardens over there. He was very much, the credit goes to him. So together we'll take everybody's advice. At times, we'll be communicating with you people. Take your advice and move forward and make this Koti Vriksha Abhiyan in Bijapur, the second phase, much more successful with the suggestions given by all of you people. I personally thank for attending this webinar, because this is the corona time wherein we cannot, this is the only mode we have to discuss, even otherwise also, because everybody cannot gather into this one. This is a much more meaningful discussion that has happened, and we look forward to hear your advice. And I again thank you people, and once again I reiterate, this is an initial. I have been playing the role of a facilitator only, but the people, the district administration, the DCs, previous DCs, the present DC, then the Jilla Panchayats, the Gram Panchayats, the NGOs, as well as all the forest officials, right from the lower to the topmost person, they all worked very, very sincerely. Their hard work has made the phase 1 a fairly successful one. The next phase of this one, where we want to develop it on all the streams of 200 streams, which will be much more successful. We're looking for your advice. I thank you again, all the dignitaries and officers and media friends who are made this program a meaningful one. Thank you one and all. And I'll also thank Nayukta for and other people. I should not forget you, and all the team here, who had made this arrangements to the webinar a successful one. I thank you all.